Have you ever found yourself sitting next to your partner, yet feeling miles apart emotionally? Feeling alone in a relationship can be one of the most confusing and painful experiences. You might question if the problem lies with you, your partner, or your relationship altogether. But don't worry, you're not alone in this struggle, and there are practical steps you can take to address it. In this video, we'll explore why people often feel alone in relationships, the warning signs you should watch out for, and actionable strategies to bridge the emotional gap. If you've ever felt unseen or unheard by your partner, stay tuned because we're diving deep into this issue. The first step to overcoming loneliness in a relationship is understanding why it happens. Let's break it down into a few common reasons. First, lack of communication. Many couples drift apart due to poor communication. Maybe you're both so busy with work, family, or personal interests that meaningful conversations take a back seat. Over time, this can create an emotional disconnect. Second, unmet emotional needs. Each of us has unique emotional needs in a relationship. Whether it's love, attention, or appreciation, when these needs aren't met, loneliness can creep in. For example, if you're someone who values quality time but your partner rarely prioritizes spending time together, it's natural to feel isolated. Third, different love languages. Sometimes you're both expressing love but in different ways. If your love language is physical touch and your partner's is acts of service, you might feel unloved even though your partner is trying to show affection. Fourth, unresolved conflicts. Lingering arguments or misunderstandings can create a wall between you and your partner. When conflicts go unresolved, they lead to resentment, which further amplifies feelings of isolation. Fifth, external stressors. Work. Stress, financial problems, or family issues can take a toll on your emotional connection. If either of you is overwhelmed, it might feel like the relationship is no longer a priority. Before diving into solutions, it's essential to recognize the signs that you're feeling lonely. Here are some common indicators. Emotional distance. You're sharing a physical space but not an emotional connection. Lack of intimacy. Intimacy, both physical and emotional, feels absent. Minimal communication. Conversations are surface level or non-existent. Spending more time alone. You find yourself withdrawing and preferring solitude. Unmet expectations. Your partner isn't meeting your emotional needs, and you feel frustrated. Questioning the relationship. You're wondering if the relationship is worth continuing. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward change. Now, let's look at what you can do about it. First, acknowledge your feelings. The first step is to acknowledge how you feel without dismissing it. Loneliness is a valid emotion, and suppressing it won't make it go away. Take some time to reflect and identify what's causing your feelings of isolation. Ask yourself questions like, when did I start feeling this way? Are there specific situations or behaviors that make me feel alone? Am I truly communicating my needs? Second, open up to your partner. Your partner might not even realize how you're feeling. Schedule a time to have an open and honest conversation. Instead of blaming them, use I statements to express your feelings. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when we don't have meaningful conversations." Instead of saying, "You don't care about me," say, "I feel distant and I'd like us to reconnect." A constructive conversation can pave the way for solutions. Third, reconnect through small gestures. Rebuilding emotional intimacy doesn't always require grand gestures. Start small. Plan a date night where you both unplug from technology and focus on each other. Surprise your partner with a kind note, a small gift, or their favorite treat. Share a hobby or activity you both enjoy. These small efforts can reignite the connection over time. Fourth, focus on active listening. Often people listen to respond rather than to understand. Practice active listening when your partner speaks. This means maintaining eye contact, avoiding interruptions, reflecting back what they've said, e.g., so you're feeling stressed about work. When your partner feels heard, they're more likely to reciprocate. Fifth, identify and address unmet needs. Discuss your emotional needs with your partner. Be clear about what makes you feel loved and valued. For example, I feel loved when we spend quality time together. It would mean a lot if you'd ask about my day. Similarly, ask your partner about their needs. Building a mutual understanding can prevent loneliness. Sixth, seek professional help. If the loneliness persists despite your efforts, consider seeking couples therapy. A trained therapist can help you both identify underlying issues and teach you strategies to improve communication and emotional intimacy. Seventh, invest in yourself. Sometimes loneliness in a relationship stems from neglecting your own well-being. Focus on activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, such as pursuing hobbies, spending time with friends and family, practicing self-care, setting personal goals. When you nurture yourself, you'll feel more confident and resilient, which can positively impact your relationship. Eighth, reassess the relationship. If you've tried everything and still feel alone, it might be time to reassess the relationship. Ask yourself, am I growing as a person in this relationship? Is my partner willing to meet me halfway? Do I feel valued and respected? While ending a relationship can be tough, staying in one that constantly makes you feel lonely isn't healthy. Feeling alone in a relationship is challenging, but it doesn't have to be the end of the road. By taking proactive steps, acknowledging your feelings, communicating openly, and working on reconnection, you can bridge the gap and build a stronger bond with your partner. Remember, relationships require effort from both sides, and addressing the issue together can make a world of difference. If you're not getting the love, devotion, and adoration that you deserve, or if the men in your life seem to lose interest out of nowhere, leaving you confused and hurt, then I can honestly say that this ebook is the most important thing. You can read it right now and will absolutely transform your relationships forever. Link in my description. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever felt lonely in a relationship? How did you handle it? We'd love to hear your experiences.